Hey guys, welcome to our channel. We got a bit of an interesting one here tonight for you. It was interesting to us. Um, so we're decoding Metallica Fade to Black extractions. All right, and for those of you who are following along, you already know the letters and how we got them. But 2 changed to will, and so nothing canceled out, and you brought 2 and will down. Aren't changed to not, and the N and the T cancel out, and you bring A-R-E-O in order. A-R-E-O. 2 will A-R-E-O. Well, we got a bit of an interesting one. Those of you who are following along are going to see what's good, are going to notice it pretty quick here, I think. I'll explain. So now we're getting genetics. It already coded through once in finance, remember, as always, or usual anyway. I wouldn't say always yet. But TOW going forwards ends up being novel protein target of wingless. And I found that to be odd, but that's what it is, and there's a whole thing on it. I'll provide the link, guys. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that because there's something far more interesting here. And then it started to look like we'd hit a wall, guys. Nothing decoded. TOW, OW, there was nothing genetically going on. WI, not a thing. But we already got TOW, remember, so we could move on. But I back up, and I usually hit and hit and hit. But this time I didn't. And I tried to hit, there was nothing in WI. There was nothing for IL except like Illinois genetics, and I thought, well, the state, there's probably genetic. If I could hit every state somewhere, not really special, right? Nothing. And so I was sitting here thinking that the pattern had finally broken, and all of a sudden I saw something really interesting. Now, and as soon as I saw that, guys, I found the most interesting thing. So all of a sudden I'm looking at these extractions that weren't wanting to decode, and I saw 2 Willa. Eyes only. EI or EO. Classified documents for only a reader, one person to read or something, was eyes only. Records eyes only. Read eyes only. But you had 2 Willa say read eyes only. And all of a sudden, it looked like something personal, right? So we decided to see about Willa. And then it decoded. Interesting, right? W-I-L-L-A. Willa. Willa Thorson, M.D. F-A-C-M-G, but she's at the University of Miami, Department of Human Genetics. So, yeah, you'll have to excuse my fiance. She's dying over here. So Willa Thompson, M.D., Department of Human Genetics. 2 Willa, read eyes only. What about REO? From there, we started to get hits. REO, Rio virus. And that is an RNA virus. RNA. Keep that in mind for when we go through backwards, guys. But LAREO is, and I'll probably just provide the search and you can see these. LAREO stands for Leonardo Lario's research works. And it's interesting because Leonardo Lario, Leonardo Lario, as I'll read to you here, 43 research works with 96 citations and 1,272 reads, including ... because you got to go in and read a whole bunch of stuff, guys. But splicing of the genes, or splicing of the gene encoding NMDA receptor, NR1 subunit in rat brain. So he's researching gene splicing. She's in the Department of Genetics. To Willa, read eyes only. Interesting. Also is artificial neural networks and machine learning. Why would that be relevant to this search? You got to go in here and read it, but I'm in the search. And parameters of a neural network using an improved genetic algorithm. So artificial intelligence and genetics here, guys. And I decided to leave it out so I could just read all three, because also Lario is Ampro Castle Lario's 3 research works with 8 citations and 58 reads, including the impact of prestige disaster on human health. Ampro Castro Lario has expertise in medicine and engineering, ... genetic. So he's in genetics, engineering, probably genetic engineering, medicine. So there you've got 3 hits, very special, or very specific, guys, by the way. Like these, that seems pretty specific so far, right? All right. And then AREO ends up being Aereo Xavier research works. And Aereo Xavier, genetics and molecular research. And so I'll let you guys read all about that, but it's another set of research works. So now, starting to come backwards now, guys. You've got O, which is blood type O. If I'm not mistaken, that's the rare blood type. E genetics, of course. We've had that before. RA, rheumatoid arthritis, which is a genetic disorder or genetic disease. LI ends up being Lee-Fromian syndrome, rare disorder that increases the risk of cancer in children and young adults, if I'm not mistaken. RAL gene, or RAL is the RAL gene. If I'm not mistaken, that's the non-coding gene. WO ends up being WO gene. Yet another gene. OT ends up being SOX2-OT gene. It's an RNA gene. Now, remember what I said before? Right after Willa Thorson from Department of Human Genetics at the University of Miami, here is Rio virus, an RNA virus. And down here is an RNA gene. So, coincidence, right, guys? I don't think so. In our opinion, no. No, this is not. So, we're going to move on. ERA ends up being endometrial receptivity test for implantation failure. And it deals with a test to reduce the failure of what am I looking for? Implantation, not. I can't believe that I can't think of the word I'm looking for, guys. Now I'm completely lost. Unbelievable. I'm not restarting the video. It's test for implantation failure. Implantation being pregnancy implantation. What word am I looking for? Embryo implantation. Thank you. I can't exactly find it. Yes, embryo implantation. To reduce the risk of failure in embryo implantation. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome. Sorry I wasn't paying attention, otherwise I would have told you sooner.
The link is here somewhere. I just cannot find it at the moment.
Little babies.
Yes. Oh, here it is. Now that she the best day for embryo transfer. The ERA test helps avoid implantation failure by establishing the best day for embryo transfer. All right. So that was ERA, and that got you through going backwards. There wasn't a whole lot there, but very targeted stuff. Very targeted stuff to Willa. Read eyes only. Department of Human Genetics at the University of Miami, and some very targeted genetic stuff right here. So it's going to be interesting to see what chemicals, if any, got targeted, which I would be willing to bet there will be, but I could be wrong. We could be wrong. My fiance thinks there will be too, because there's untold chemicals that go into these drugs, right? So that'll be an interesting decode, and also the translations will be an interesting decode, because this looks like it was meant for somebody to read themselves and only them, and here we are decoding it. Should I keep decoding it? I don't know, maybe not, but it's important to my research and our research that we continue decoding it. After all, it could just be a big coincidence, right? I'm joking. I don't think this is a coincidence at all, but we will continue to decode it. Who knows? With quantum computers, this could be coded to her from another reality for all we know, or she's using a quantum computer, or the University of Miami has access to a quantum computer, or the Human Genetics Department does. Very possible. We'll see what other connections come up, guys. It's an interesting thing. So I guess we'll let the video go at that. I did this video right after we found this, guys. So I'm still a little bit not sure what to make of it. I'm sure what to make of it. It's just a little bit interesting that another one of these popped up. So I didn't really expect it, but it happened. Here it is. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And for now, you guys have a great rest of your night.